All right, Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachak and peace and blessings to 144,000 and the rest of the elect. Hey, Shalom. Hey, out here again to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, Babylon the Great, America. And this is the height of wickedness, the peak of wickedness, the wickedest, the wickedest kingdom that has ever been. You know, like what you've seen from these the Olympic Games. You know, they showed their satanic, devilish version of the Last Supper, which this world makes a mockery. You know, they mock. They mock at everything holy. You know, first what they you know what? Start there. First, they, you know, as soon as these devils came out of the pit, which is Europe during the Renaissance, and did the iconoclasm, which is destroying the images. They covered the images. They covered up all the images. They changed who the Savior Yahweh Shai was. They changed him. They changed his father Yahweh. They changed everything. They destroyed everything. They changed everything, and now they're furthering that, further making a mockery. But this is Job chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And in these last days, that wicked man is being revealed. It's being revealed who this is. Because if you don't know at this point, when it's obvious in your face, you know, it's blatant in your face who this wicked man, who this son of perdition is. Who covered up the faces of the judges? You know, who covered up Yahushai, made him into a leper, you know, homo. Who did this? This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, which was the fall of Jerusalem in 70 AD. And we completely fell away. You know, the city was besieged. We lost it. We lost our heritage. We lost everything. We completely fell away from our heritage. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come. What day? The day of the Lord, the day that Yahushua returns, that he cracks the clouds. Except there come a falling away first, and that for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And who is this man of sin? This is Esau Edom, the wicked, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped. So he puts himself above everything. You know, showing you how prideful this man is. He tore down the images, the real images, and he put himself up. He made himself to be God, which he can't even utter the name, because the name Yahweh is dreadful to the heathen. So he changed it. Which, this is all Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is doing. Yahweh is in control of everything. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High. So this man is in opposition. You have the righteous and you have the wicked. This man is a constant opponent. A constant in opposition. What a devil is. What shaitan means. Which actually adversary. That's what it means. It's an adversary. Your opponent. He's the physical counterpart of Satan on the earth. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is God. So he's putting, ultimately, what does he want to do? Hey, he wants to put that C-hip in you, inside you, to show that you belong to him. So that he is a God. You worship him. Verse 5, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told ye these things, and now ye know that, now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. And this is his time, he's being revealed. This wicked man, he is being revealed in these times. It's being revealed who he is. Everywhere he goes, he's a source of chaos. Everywhere he goes, he's a source of wickedness. Everywhere he goes, he's getting people drunk off his different philosophies, ideologies, different things. Whether getting them hooked on drugs. And you have certain places like Korea, for one. And they have a meth problem there. Where the fuck did that come from? You know, anywhere he goes, that country gets destabilized. Anywhere he goes, that country that has resources, somehow that country goes to shit. Them people are impoverished and everything, but he's on top and stealing their resources. This is that wicked man. You only have to open your eyes to see who's there at every crime scene. Pretty much, just what's the common denominator? It isn't Jake. They like to post up Jake being the face of crime and everything horrible and imaginable. It's fuck the 2/3 Jake. They're terrible. They're monsters. They're beasts. But this man has set it up to be like that, where you fearing looking at everybody else. And while you looking at everybody else, like it reminds me of that scene of on Don't Be a Menace, where they had the Edomite dude come in there. Well, there's all this chaos going on, come and kill everybody, or kill people or whatever. You know, the man. He's the one that's really doing the crime behind the scenes. But you're too busy distracted to notice. This man has you constantly being distracted, constantly looking around at other things, looking around, oh, look at this going on over here. Oh, look at that going on over there. Ooh. You know, it has you, oh, look at these bills. Oh, man, these bills are so high. Oh, look at the sports. Man, can you believe this sports team? Can you believe this celebrity did this? Man, can you believe how high this guy can jump? Wow. Meanwhile, oh, look at this boxer. Meanwhile, you're distracted, which ain't nothing wrong with sports, all that. But this man uses it as a weapon, as a distraction. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, has mastered these things, mastered distractions, mastered keeping you off balance. But our Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, is sending his son Yahushai to get him out of the way. But Slaki, back to this. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So in these last days, this wicked man is being revealed through his history. Everything's coming out about this man through the internet. And before, it used to be just, you would hear stuff word of mouth. You might never hear about it. But through the internet, there's so much information out there, and you get flooded with all the information. Everything that this wicked man has done, which is not just one man, it's a whole nation of people. Verse 9, which actually, let me read this again. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So when Yahushua returns, when he comes, he cracks the clouds, when he appears, hey, he's going to destroy these Edomites. He's going to destroy Babylon the Great. He's going to bring them down to the ground. And then they're going into slavery. They're not going to, nobody is coming back from this ass whooping. Nobody is going to come up and take down the Israelites again after this ass whooping. The world is going to be reformed, renewed under the order of Yahushua. Verse 9, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. So this man is the physical counterpart of Satan. He's coming with the power of Satan. Because he has what? He has the power to do signs, wonders, miracles. He can do these things. He has the technology. We can rebuild. No, we have the technology. He has the technology. He has all these things. He has the everything. He has the how do you say, the cunning, the know-how, the wisdom to do this. He has talented artists that were able to cover up these images, able to repaint them, to make counterfeit images, to make them convincing. This man is a master, the master at being wicked. You know, he has mastered his craft. And these last days, you see it fully in bloom. Wickedness fully in bloom. Verse 9 again, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness, and them that perish because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. So everybody that doesn't receive this, because everybody that doesn't receive this truth, hey, y'all are going to die. Especially if you're here in Babylon the Great. Number one, if you're here in Babylon the Great, if you don't receive this truth, if you reject it, well, first of all, the Lord didn't want you. But, hey, you didn't receive the love of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, because this is a great warning to tell you what's going on, to tell you what's happening, to reveal to you, to pull you out of this dead state. This is a great thing of love, to let you know, hey, I'm getting ready to destroy this place. So if you want to get out, here, follow these directions, listen to these men, do what they say do, because I have chosen them and they're following my word. Do this, follow these instructions. And if you really believe, hey, there's a good chance you might get out of here. But if you don't receive this word, if you're just going along in this world, hey, just going along with this, trying to make it here, trying to get a million, billion, whatever, trying to be an athlete, whatever, TikTok star, whatever you're trying to do here, hey, this world is coming to an end. So, hey, you're going to perish here. Now, I'll keep reading. Actually, I'll come back to this. This is Malachi chapter 1 and verse 4, because I read a whole lot, but this is going into the wicked. Who is that son of perdition? This isn't just one man. This isn't just an antichrist. There's many antichrists. Because, hey, if you're against Yahushai, hey, that makes you antichrist, anti-Mashiach. You're anti-Messiah. This is 1 John chapter 2 and verse 18. Little children, it is the last time. And as ye have heard that anti-Hamashiach shall come, even now are there many anti-Hamashiachs, which antichrists, anti-messiahs, whereby we know that it is the last time. So in these last times, there are many people, many people that are anti-Messiah, that are against our Lord Yahushua without even knowing it. Yeah, they say they believe in the Bible, they say they love God, this and that, but their actions, everything proves otherwise. Everything proves that they don't have the word in them. Oops. This is Malachi chapter 1 and verse 4. Back to this, is like it. But Malachi chapter 1 and verse 4, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai of hosts. They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai have indignation forever. So this is Edom, Esau Edom, the so-called white man. This is who the Lord hates and forever. This is the border of wickedness. Wherever they go, whatever they're doing, and they're doing some kind of wickedness. And it's the people. This is the wicked. There's the righteous, which is Israel, Yashar Allah, and the wicked, Esau Edom, the so-called white man. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15. Actually, let me go back. Let's see here. This is being that the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked, into Esau Edom's hands. He's in rulership right now. He's the one ruling. So this is Jeremiah 28 and verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old, both or prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. So then these last days, this is what we're prophesying. The men of the Lord, wherever we are around the world, we're prophesying against this wicked kingdom, Babylon the Great, America. We're prophesying against this wicked kingdom, Esau Edom's wicked kingdom, that fourth kingdom, the revived Roman Empire that's spoken about in Daniel 7 and in Daniel chapter 2. You know, the signs are all over the scriptures. Signs are all around. This is Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. So this here, Babylon the Great, this is not the resting place. This isn't home. This isn't Israel. There is no rest here. We're surrounded by our enemies. We're constantly seeing wickedness around us, constantly exposed to wickedness. We're in our enemy's land, which he stole. We're subject to payments. This is hell we're living in. And it's only getting, day by day, getting worse. Micah chapter 2 and verse 10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. So this place is, not only this place will destroy you, it's polluted. Everything here. The philosophies, the water, the food, the earth, the air, it's all around polluted. There is nothing here for you, Jake. So are you going to physically leave? Not right now. Where are we going to go? Esau Edom is ruling. He has his wicked tentacles all over the world. His greasy, wicked red hands everywhere. Where are you going to flee to? It starts with the mind. You're going to leave here in the mind. You already thinking about the kingdom. You're thinking about the end. Because, hey, Lord willing, hey, when Yahushua returns, cracks the sky with the chariots, and will be beamed up. This is Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 5. Behold, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. So wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. So what are you starting to see? What are the things that are going to come out? The sword, which is that's Esau Edom's blessing. You're going to see war, famine, people starving, death, all kinds of death, whether it be from beasts, from the plagues, the different diseases, bombs, whatever, you name it. The death is gonna, all these things are just going to be unleashed. And ultimately, the destruction, the ICBM is going to come and burn this place up. But wickedness has exceedingly polluted. Exceeding. Let me get this word real quick. This is exceed in the Edom Online. It says to go beyond, to surpass, to go too far, to be in excess, very greatly or very much. So this wickedness has gone beyond any wickedness before, and that's just for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to show His wrath, so He can bring judgment down. This is Romans chapter 9 and verse 22. What if the Most High, willing to show His wrath and to make His power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction? So, hey, he's long suffering. He's suffering these Edomites. He's letting them do this. He's letting them go exceedingly pollute the whole earth. He's letting them go this far. So when He brings His wrath down, hey, everybody's going to know this is going to be the biggest destruction ever in history. The biggest ass whooping ever in history. Everybody's going to know. Everybody's going to know who did it. It's not going to be a mystery who did it. Everybody's going to know that the names of Yahweh wa Yahushai. Romans 9 and 22 again. What if the Most High, willing to show His wrath and to make His power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction, and that He might make known the riches of His glory on the vessels of mercy, which He had before prepared unto glory. So, hey, the vessels of mercy. This is talking about Jacob and Esau. The last two, the twin brothers, one that would be ruling at the end of the world, and then the kingdom, the one that would follow after it. Which mercy was prepared for Israel. Because the promises, the covenants, all these things were given to Israel. And now we're seeing it all play out. Now we're almost at the end of this. We're only so close to see the kingdom of heaven. To see what was written about so long ago. What's been passed down through the generations. which, hey, it's seeing the end of this wicked kingdom, but really we're seeing the beginning of actual life, beginning of living. We're gonna actually be living real life after this, not under some fucking, wicked Edomite. You're gonna be living for real. You're never gonna die again, Jake. But that's enough with that. Let me see here. Because in the days coming, these our enemies, Esau, Edom, all these other nations, all this is a part of Jacob's trouble, and Lord willing, I could get that. But this is Psalms 124, and I'll start at verse 1. If it had not been for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, who was on our side, now may Israel say, if it had not been for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, who was on our side, when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us. So, hey, if Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, hey, at the end of this, which he's going to save his elect, started with the 144,000. He's going to save his people. If Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai had not been with us, hey, we would have been destroyed. If Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai hadn't been with us, hey, all our enemies, we would have been cut off. Because that was that's their plan for us. Esau Edom wants his blessing back, but he's not going to get it. Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai will not break his promise for anything. This is Psalms 83 and verse 1 in the NLT. It says, O power, do not be silent. Do not be deaf. Do not be quiet, O power. Don't you hear the uproar of your enemies? Don't you see that your arrogant enemies are rising up? And who's the most arrogant? The most arrogant of them all. Esau Edom. He's the most proud. Even though he's the lowest base man, has leprosy, can't even go out in the sun, the highest rates of skin cancer. Can't even have him around animals. Can't have him around kids. Can't have him around food. Can't have this man around nothing. Because he is the wicked. Psalms 83 and verse 2 in the NLT. Don't you hear the uproar of your enemies? Don't you see that your arrogant enemies are rising up? They devise crafty schemes against your people. And ultimately, what are they going to do? They're going to try to get us chipped. They're going to put us in different camps. They're going to try to get us, how do you say it? To worship them, to worship the beast, to worship their image that they set up. And all this is an attempt to cut us off. And they have the different poisons in the foods, poison us in different ways, giving Jake diabetes, giving him different diseases through the foods, poisoning his mind with the music. And this devil has so many different schemes. It's ridiculous. There's so many different schemes that this man is trying to do to cut off Jake. Verse 3 again, they devise crafty schemes against your people. They conspire against your precious ones. And let's get that. That's Deuteronomy chapter 7. This is Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6 in the NLT. For you are a holy people. Who? The Israelites. This is who all these scriptures, this entire book, all this was written to. The Israelites, not to any other nation. For you are a holy people who belong to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, your power. So we belong to the Lord. We were married to the Lord at one point because we made a covenant with him. We made a pact with him. That's like a marriage. It even says, let me see here. This is Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 14. Turn, O backsliding children, saith Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So who? Turn. Who is it telling to turn back? To repent. The Israelites. Turn back. Turn, O backsliding children, saith Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. For I am married unto you, and I will take you one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion. So the Lord's telling us, he's married unto us. But what's happened now is the Lord wrote us a bill of divorce. He divorced us. He sent us away. He put us out because we were disobedient. He sent us out. He scattered us throughout all the entire world. Made us think that we were other nations. Made us forget that we're Israelites. Took away everything from us. Took away our heritage. But through the blood of his son Yahushai, we're allowed to come back. Now we're through his son Yahushai, we're reconciling through his blood. It's not for the whole world, it's for Israel. But back to Deuteronomy 7 and verse 6. For you are a holy people who belong to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, your power. Of all the people on earth, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, your power, has chosen you to be his own special treasure. So, we're a special people to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. We're a special treasure. A peculiar people. We belong to him. So back to this. This is Psalms chapter 83. In verse 3, they devise crafty schemes against your people. They conspire against your precious ones. Come, they say, let us wipe out Israel as a nation. We will destroy the very memory of its existence. So this is what they're attempting to do. They've already whitewashed everything. They've already pretty much erased us from history. Why? Because they're in rulership. They're controlling everything right now. They control the history. They control what's so-called news and fake news. They're saying the small hats those are the people, but they don't fit any of the prophecies. There's war going on over there. Matter of fact, they're fighting war almost on all the fronts over there. And when Israel goes home, there's going to be peace. And now the men of the Lord, the Israelites that are all over, we're telling the world that we're the Israelites. We have the claim to this. And nobody believes it because the wicked have gone out, spreading their lies. But it's not for everybody to believe. It's only for the elect to believe this. It's only for those that will believe it to believe it. Because that's how Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai wrote it to be. Psalms 83 and verse 4, again, come, they say, let us wipe out Israel as a nation. And they get together, they have these different summits, they have these different meetings. You have the G7, the Bilderberg, all kinds of different meetings where these different governments get together. All these different nations get together to conspire. How are we going to get rid of Israel? What new things are we going to enact? How are we going to get rid of these people? Come, they say, let us wipe out Israel as a nation. We will destroy the very memory of its existence. Yes, this was their unanimous decision. They signed a treaty as allies against you, the Edomites and Ishmaelites, Moabites and Hagrites, Gebalites, Ammonites, and Amalekites, which, it's Edom mentioned 2 times. And people from Philistia and Tyre. Assyria has joined them too, and is allied with the descendants of Lot. But the point being, all these different nations, they've all joined together to put out the memory of Jacob, but with Esau, Edom at the head. Which you, Jake, you 2/3, y'all don't understand that this man is your enemy, that you have enemies, that this man that's in power right now is a descendant of a cunning hunter. This man will smile in your face, all this stuff, but meanwhile he's imagining, matter of fact, oh, okay. But meanwhile, you talking to this man. Meanwhile, he's in his imagination thinking of different ways to kill you. This man is not upright. This man is constantly thinking of wickedness. But this is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 10. It says, never trust thine enemy. And all these other nations are your enemies, including Jake, including the 2/3, including some that call themselves Israelites. But mainly Esau, Edom. That is the main number 1 enemy. But all the other nations, including our own people, they're all enemies. This is Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. And speaking of Esau, Edom, like iron rusts. Iron is going to rust. That's how it's made. That's the reaction that it has with oxygen. That's what it's going to do. So Esau, Edom, the same thing. It doesn't matter how nice he comes off, how clean cut he is, whatever, he gives to charity, this, that, and the other. This nigga is wicked. It doesn't matter. Oh, he's refined. This is the new white man. No, this man is wicked. This is the wicked. This is the children of the man that sold his birthright for some uncooked food. No telling what a person like that will do. Person that eats raw meat, this person has no bounds, no morals. can't trust that man. This is Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10 again. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. So he might humble himself. He might, look all disheveled, whatever. He might try to make you feel bad for him or whatever. Hey, don't trust this man. Never trust him. Follow him around the store. Watch what he's doing. I guarantee that, hey, as soon as you take your eyes off him, whatever, hey, he's going to be doing some wickedness. He's going to be doing something. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. So look at him, examine him, like how you would with a magnifying glass. Look at him closely. Look at what he's doing. Look at what these Edomites are doing today. Hey, meanwhile, as I speak, they're setting up, they're planning up different things, different laws to put into place, different things that they're going to do. The trap Jacob. Just the other day, a few days ago, maybe Tuesday, they had a huge raid in Houston where they just did, it was like a FBI raid and all these joint forces all sweeping up Jake. From what I've seen from the video, mostly Jake getting swept up in that. And it was supposedly a bail bond scheme, whatever. But this is that power that man has to do. Meanwhile, something is going on, something else, they got you distracted. But behind the scenes, where it doesn't make much news, they do these huge sweeps. And this man in the future, he guaranteed that he has laws set up, like making homelessness illegal. Which I'm going to come back to this. But making homelessness illegal, you already can't afford to live any place. And now, hey, you being poor, it's poor to be illegal. Just making up crimes on the spot. Making it illegal to read from the Bible or preach the Bible, to preach these scriptures, which is the famine of the word. You're not going to be able to find this on the street freely like you are now. You're not going to be able to find this word like everywhere like you are now. And in those days when that happens, hey, those of you that just caught on, whatever, hey, what are you gonna do? I'll just get straight to the point. This is a good. This is Psalms chapter 94 and verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? And Esau Edom, that's that's the worker of iniquity. He has all these other nations, Jake following after him. But who's going to stand up against him? Hey, the men of the Lord, the men of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Unless Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai had been my help, my soul had almost dwelt in silence. Because, hey, if Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai hadn't been with us, hey, we would have been swallowed up. Because, hey, if Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is with you, you got the Spirit with you, hey, nobody can stand against you. When I said my foot slippeth, thy mercy, O Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, held me up. In the multitude of my thoughts within in the multitude of my thoughts within me, thy comforts delight my soul. So what's comforting? This word, these scriptures, knowing that Esau Edom is going down, knowing that the kingdom of heaven is forever, knowing that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is going to have mercy on his people, knowing that Yahushai loved his people, Not the entire world, but his people, Israel. Knowing there's somebody out there that loves us. Knowing that the Heavenly Father, the Creator, loves us, loves his people. That's very comforting. And these scriptures are a great comfort. Verse 20, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law? So this is what they do. They frame, they set up these laws to set up mischief. They set up these things to keep Jake in derision, to keep us down. And that's what these laws come in to set up are set up for. Verse 21, they gathered themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemned the innocent blood. So this is what they do. They're looking to get rid of Jake, to cut us off from being a nation forever. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is my defense, and my power is the rock of my refuge. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is our rock, our defense, everything. He's our protector. He's our stability. This is Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is his treasure. So, the wisdom of the Lord, the knowledge of the Lord, the fear of the Lord, all these things are what make us stable in these times, in the times that we're going to come into. These are great treasures. This is what's going to help carry us. This is what's going to help comfort us in the times of Jacob's trouble. Here, I'll read this again in the NLT, Isaiah 33 and verse 6. In that day he will be your sure foundation, providing a rich store of salvation. So who is our foundation? Yahushai. Providing a rich store of salvation, wisdom, and knowledge. The fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai will be your treasure. So, it's going to be, this is our treasure. Fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Matter of fact, there's so many scriptures with the fear of the Lord. I can just read off a few of them. This is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 7. The fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is the beginning of knowledge. So this is the beginning of knowledge. This is where you start. Just having the fear of the Lord. The fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. But fools despise wisdom and instruction. So, if you hate this word, you hate our Lord, Yahweh Shai, you hate these things, you hate wisdom, you hate knowledge. So you're not going to make it in those days. Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 13, the fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is to hate evil, pride, and arrogancy, and the evil way, and the froward mouth do I hate. So again, going back to Esau Edom, this man is the wicked, the most wicked. This man is the most proud. He's the most evil. This man is the physical counterpart of all these things. So again, Proverbs 8 and 13, which let me see if I can pull that up in the... This is Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 13 in the NLT. All who fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai will hate evil. Therefore I hate pride and arrogance, corruption, and perverse speech. So hey, this is Esau Edom. We hate him. This is what comes out of his mouth. But we hate this all around, wherever it comes from, whatever the source may be. Proverbs 14 and 27, the fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is a fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death. And this word is a, how do you say it? This word quickens you. This word brings you to life. This word helps you to get the fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, to understand it. Because hey, this world is nothing but death all around you. Proverbs 15 and 33, the fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility. So hey, the fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai will lead you to wisdom and lead you through it. Will guide you. Wisdom will guide you through this. But before honor is humility. So hey, we're being humiliated right now. We're low. We're in a low state right now. And after this, when Yahushua returns, it will be honored. You know, the elect, starting with the 144,000, will receive crowns. You know, their children will be born into a kingdom, will be born at perfect, having the laws within them. This is Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 6. By mercy and truth, iniquity is purged, and by the fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, men depart from evil. So, hey, men are the fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai will lead you to want to stay away from all that's evil. You know, you're gonna get away from evil like it's a snake, or how it says. Like a menstruous cloth. This is Sirach. Chapter 21. And I'll start at verse 1. My son, hast thou sinned? And what is sin? Sin is the transgression of the law. Let me get this real quick. This is 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law. So hey, you transgressing the law when you sin. So from there, this is Psalms chapter 147 and verse 19 in the NLT. He has revealed his words to Jacob, his decrees and regulations to Israel. So that's the laws, statutes, commandments. All these things have been revealed to Israel, the people who are special to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. He have not done this for any other nation. So no other nation has this privilege, has this knowledge, has Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai close to them, to care for them. Yahushai didn't die for all these other nations. He died for the Israelites, for the elect that are scattered amongst all these other nations. Verse 20, he has not done this for any other nation. They do not know his regulations. Praise Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So these other nations, they don't know. These laws, statutes, commandments, they weren't given to them. They don't have this privilege. This isn't for them. This is Amos chapter 3, and I'll start at verse 1. Listen to this message that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has spoken against you, O people of Israel, against the entire family I rescued from Egypt. From among all the families on the earth, I have been intimate with you alone. So, hey, here it's telling you, the Lord only knows Israel. He's only been intimate, close with Israel. Yashar Allah. That is why I must punish you for all your sins. So this is why, hey, we made a covenant with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We broke that covenant. Deuteronomy 28:15 on down. All them curses came upon us. And we're still living through these curses today. They haven't been lifted off of us. We're not in the second covenant yet. We haven't received new bodies. We don't have these laws inside of us. We're still in our enemy's land. We're still behind enemy borders. We're still paying taxes. We still get aches and pains and inflammation and get bald. Still under all these curses. Your women leaving you, stepping out on you, your children dying, your children being little monsters. We're still under these curses. But again, back to, where was I? Sirach 21 and verse 1, my son, hast thou sinned, do so no more, but ask pardon for thy former sins. And how do we do this? By bowing down, putting our neck in the yoke of under the yoke of Yahushai. By paying reverence to him. By giving him by bowing down to him. Because he came to redeem us. And we're still in these wicked bodies. We're still subject to sin. But through Yahushai, we have a way out. We have forgiveness of sins through Yahushai. Does that mean we just keep sinning? No. We try to do our best. Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 21 and verse 2, flee from sin as from the face of a serpent. For if thou comest too near it, it will bite thee. The teeth thereof are as the teeth of a lion, slaying the souls of men. So, hey, this is how iniquity is. You get too close to it, hey, it's going to slay you. Because the wages of sin is death. There's no telling when the limit you reached, of all your sins. Now your number is called. So you're doing your best to be repentant. To want to get away from sin. You want to live. The ways of this world are all death. But this is back to Sirach 12. went off topic. This is Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10. We go back to Esau Edom because, hey, this man knows us. This man is our enemy. This man is trying to keep you in a constant state of sinning, so you can never get the blessings. This man is trying to keep you in a perpetual state of sin so he can rule over us. He knows these scriptures. This is Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Hey, so hey, the Northern Kingdom, the so-called Native Americans, they know this. Hey, they went into made treaties with this devil, and he broke every one of them. I believe over 500 treaties this devil broke. Every one of them. Further and further taking his land. And then after, because this man is a vagabond. This is the spiritual. This is the how do you say it? The spiritual incarnation of Cain. You know, this man is a vagabond. He's a fugitive. So he's going to be taking on different identities. So, hey, what happened? He kicks you out of the land, takes over, and now he's you. Now you see it with the small hats. They're claiming to be us. But they're not. They're Edomites. They're Amalek. This is Sirach chapter 12 and verse 13. No, 12 and 12 again. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. So don't be anywhere near this man. Don't be close to him. Yeah, you got to work with him, whatever. Yeah, you got to be cordial or whatever in this society, all that. You got to blend in. But don't get too close to this devil, because he's a snake. He's a serpent. This man is constantly looking to take you out, Jake. Verse 13, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? So who's going to pity somebody that plays with snakes all day? Who's going to pity somebody like that? What you doing when playing with a snake? You don't know that they're venomous, that they bite people, that it's a wild animal? The same thing with Esau Edom. You don't know that this devil, everywhere he goes, he causes wickedness, chaos, confusion, that he kills you jakes for sport, that he takes pictures, which, hey, I wouldn't be surprised, hey, to see those come back. The lynching postcards. They're killing you jakes like wild game, and then taking pictures of you like the safari. Putting your body parts, your genitals into jars and stuff, and putting them on shelves. Weirdo shit. You want to be close to this man? This is Job chapter 30 and verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to set with the dogs of my flock. So they that are younger, did Esau eat them? They're considered younger than us, which they're not. Esau came out first. But the blessing went to Jacob, the younger one. The blessing went to him. So he would be considered the older, the wiser. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Why? Because they would have sex with the dogs. They would commit bestiality. These are the people. These are now the people that I wouldn't even put them around my dogs. Now they're having me in derision. Now they're mocking me. Now they think they're better than me. But I can't even have you around animals. Back to Sirach, chapter 12, and verse 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bidden with a serpent, or any such as come nigh a wild beast? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? So you want to be joined up with Esau Edom, joined up in his kingdom? You want to be like this? This is Revelation chapter 18 and verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Speaking of Babylon the Great, America, which is headed by Esau Edom. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. So that sounds good. Yeah, all these people got rich, but they're committing whoredoms. They're committing fornication with this whore. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people." Who's this people? The Israelites. This is the voice calling now. Come out of her. Arise ye and depart. This is not your rest. That ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. So, who's going to pity you? You're joined unto them? Separate from this whore. Get away from her. She's about to get judged. So, hey, if you get caught up in this judgment, who's going to pity you? Nobody. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 15. For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. So this man, hey, he's gonna be with you for a while, whatever. Yeah, he's with you. Hey, vote for him. Yeah, I'm with you. I support you. I love black people. I love the Mexicans. I love tacos. I love Native Americans. I love the headdresses. I love fire water. Yeah, but if you begin to fall, if you start slipping, whatever, hey, he's gonna help you fall. He's not gonna help you out. He's gonna be there to take your spot. He's gonna be there to get rid of you. Verse 16, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. So, hey, He's constantly imagining how to throw you over, how to throw you into the pit, how to get rid of you. Matter of fact, let me see. Oops. Let me see here. This is Ezekiel chapter 35. And in 35, and I'll start at verse 2 in the NLT. Son of man, turn and face Mount Seir, and prophesy against its people. Give them this message from the sovereign Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. I am your enemy, O Mount Seir. So again, hey, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai is your enemy, Mount Seir, Esau, Edom. He is your enemy. And you picking on us, and we're the apple of the Lord's eye. You trying to get rid of us? Hey, that's a big no-no. This is Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 2 again. Son of man, turn and face Mount Seir and prophesy against its people, the entire nation. Give them this message from the sovereign Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. I am your enemy, O Mount Seir, and I will raise my fist against you to destroy you completely. I will demolish your cities and make you desolate. Then you will know that I am Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Your eternal hatred for the people of Israel led you to butcher them when they were helpless. So, hey, this man's been on a killing spree on Jake since he's been in power. Hey, he had us in slavery. He killed us then. He's killing us now after slavery. He made these laws to throw us in prison whenever. You know, you break a law, now you're in prison, now you're in slavery again. You know, he's killing us in different ways with the food, through the stupid rap music, through covetousness, by making that popular. Verse 5 again, your eternal hatred for the people of Israel led you to butcher them when they were helpless, when I had already punished them for all their sins. As surely as I live, says the sovereign Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, since you show no distaste for blood, I will give you a bloodbath of your own. So, hey, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to pay you back. You love blood so much. You love killing so much. You love using your sword so much. You love coming up with all these different schemes. You loved all this. Hey, the Lord's going to give you your own bloodbath, your own personalized bloodbath, just for you. Verse 6 again, This is Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 6 in the NLT. As surely as I live, says the sovereign Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, since you show no distaste for blood, I will give you a bloodbath of your own. Your turn has come. I will make Mount Seir utterly desolate, killing off all who try to escape and any who return. I will fill your mountains with the dead, your hills and your valleys and your ravines will be filled with the people slaughtered by the sword. I will make you desolate forever. Your cities will never be rebuilt. Then you will know that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So, hey, you said you rebuild, but hey, he's telling you here that you'll never rebuild these cities. You'll never come back. You're never coming back from this ass whooping. Verse 10, which actually, let me see. Verse 10, for you said the lands of Israel and Judah will be ours. We will take possession of them. What do we care that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is there? So this is what they said. Hey, they've taken, the lands are in their possession right now. They've taken the lands, they have possession. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to throw them down. Verse 11, therefore, as surely as I live, says the sovereign Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I will pay back your angry deeds with my own. I will punish you for all your acts of anger, envy, and hatred. I will make myself known, and I will make myself known to Israel by what I do to you. So, hey, you're going to be destroyed. Your destruction, hey, is going to show, hey, Yahweh, make Yahweh known to Israel. He's going to show his mercy to us. Him destroying you and saving us is going to reveal his mercy. It's going to show how much Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai loves us. And I will make myself known to Israel by what I do to you. Then you will know that I, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, have heard every contemptuous word you spoke against the mountains of Israel. For you said, they are desolate, they have been given to us as food to eat. This is Revelation chapter 17 and verse 5. And upon her forehead was the name Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Speaking of America. This is that whore. This is the source, the mother of all the abominations of the earth. The mother of harlots, the mother of all the whoredoms. The source of chaos. The source of confusion, the source of all wickedness on the earth at the moment. And after it's put out, there ain't going to be no more source. Wickedness is not going to be allowed to thrive anymore. Wickedness ain't going to be allowed to do anything anymore. This is Revelation chapter 17 and 6. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints. Who were the saints? The Israelites. Matter of fact, let's get that. This is Psalms 148 and verse 14. He exalteth the horn of his people, Israel, the praise of all his saints, even the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So the saints are Israelites. But back to Revelation 17 and 6. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs for Yahushai, Hamashiach. So the martyrs means the witness. Those that are giving testimony for Yahushai. Those that witness him. Hey, this whore is drunk off this. And like it says in Ezekiel 35, these are for food for us. That's how much killing this whore is doing. You know, he's in a drunken stupor right now. Revelation 17 and verse 6. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of martyrs of Yahushai. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. Meaning, hey, this whore, you all seen whores, and they look pretty good, right? Until you get closer to them. You see all that caked on makeup. You see all them stretch marks. You smell that smell coming from her. Don't even smell like fish no more. It smells fucking terrible. But this is that whore. Verse 7, and the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell you the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which hath 7 heads and 10 horns, which represents NATO and the EU. We're back to which I'll read verse 8. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit. So this beast that was. So at the time that John the Revelator was around, Rome was still around. And for a certain period of time, for 1,000 years, during the Dark Ages, Rome was collapsed. It was no longer ruled by the Edomites. It was ruled by the dark nations. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, which is Europe. Because Europe doesn't have any real resources, doesn't have any resources. That's why they went exploring everywhere, to get resources. That's why they conquered all these different lands. That's why they spread out like that. Because most of the terrain is mountains. And yeah, they grow wine there, but they don't have anything else that really grows there. They had to get it from everywhere else. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition. So what is perdition? That's wickedness, into destruction. Oops. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is. So everybody, the whole world, everybody that's not of the elect, not in this truth, is wondering after this beast, wondering after this whore. You know, looking up to it. Hey, this whore has the whole earth drunk, has everybody drunk. This is Jeremiah chapter 51. I'll start at verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon. Again, flee out of this wicked place. Flee out of this wicked place. Flee out of this wicked place, Babylon the Great. This is not your rest. Do not be partakers in her judgment. And you're not physically fleeing. You're mentally fleeing, spiritually fleeing away. And Lord willing, the chariots, Lord willing, about that number that gets gathered in the chariots. But if you're here in Babylon the Great, when the destruction comes, you weren't written in the book of life. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Babylon hath been a golden cup in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's hand that made all the earth drunken. So this whore has all the earth drunken. Everyone, all the nations are drunk following after her. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. So, they're mad, they're insane, they're out of control. They're not only are they drunk and gone insane through drinking this whore's wine, which is her different philosophies, her different ways of life. They're all driven themselves mad by drinking of this wine. But now they're coming, some of these nations are waking up. All these nations are eventually going to wake up, but they're waking up from this drunken stupor, realizing what's happened. They're waking up from being insane, and they're waking up to realize what's been done to them. Now they're angry. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. So you made the whole earth drunk, and then you're looking on their nakedness. You're stealing their resources. You're changing the minds of their people. You're destroying families. You're doing so much wickedness in the earth by getting all these people drunk. But through feminism, through capitalism, whatever ism, through Christianity. And Christianity is one of the main things that has Jake drunk. And it's a total lie. You worship in a wooden statue. Islam is another thing that has Jake drunk. You're worshiping a rock. You worshiping idols, things that don't exist, things that aren't real, and you're drunk off of this. You're following after Esau Edom, things that he set up to be a snare for you, which Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai already told us these things will be a snare to us. But again, Habakkuk 2 and 15, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. So now Esau Edom, now it's your turn. You're being made bare. You're being made naked. Your nakedness is being exposed. You're drunk. And I'll jump up to Habakkuk chapter 2. And I'll start at verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. Speaking of Esau Edom. And his spirit's lifted up all the way to the heavens. But the just shall live by his faith. So the elect of Israel, you're going to live by your faith. how much faith you have, how much faith has been built up in you. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. So who is this proud man? Who has the songs that go into how proud they are? I'm proud to be an American. All this, you know. Who goes around the world to your country where you speak a different language, expecting you to speak English? He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. And this man has military bases all over the world, in almost every country. Always in somebody else's business. Telling them what to do, how to live, how to set up their laws. Well, if you want help from us, you're going to have to do this. You're going to have to let the ABC groups, you're going to have to let them be empowered. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as deaf. So this man, he cannot be satisfied. It reminds me of a 9 Inch Nails song, Head Like a Hole, you know, going into pretty much a dude that wants everything. This is Esau Edom. He wants everything. But hey, in your desire for everything and your greed and all this, hey, there's one thing you can't have: this blessing. You'll never have eternal life. You will never live forever. You will never have the love of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as deaf, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And how does he do this? And through his different philosophies, by getting these nations drunk, by going over there, bringing his diplomacy and all that, and then bombing the shit out of a country, getting the country, all the people addicted to drugs, getting them to move over here, selling them a dream, to come over and live the American dream, which, hey, it's BS. It's a dream. You got to be asleep to believe it. You know, it's complete BS. Getting them to come over here, keeping all people to himself, and then burying them in debt. Verse 6, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. I put up a video yesterday of, they were having like a town hall meeting in Hawaii, which I think it was, I don't remember exactly where in Hawaii it was, but the natives of the island were all getting together. They're like, you stole this land and want us to pay a lease on it? You want us to sign a lease for the land that you stole, that you polluted, that you slaughtered us on? So woe unto him that increaseth that which is not his. You've stolen all this land, and you want us to pay for it. You want us to, you steal everything, and then turn around and then have people pay for it? That's pure wickedness. Habakkuk 2 and verse 6, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. And the word for thick clay is ibatyat, which means debt. Heavy debts. Debts you can't get out of. Hey, Babylon the Great is in debt, trillions and trillions of dollars. Matter of fact, when you're born, you're already in debt. Habakkuk 2 and verse 7, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them. So, hey, all these different nations that you spoiled, hey, they're gonna wake up and bite you suddenly. You're not gonna know where it came from, because you're too proud, too arrogant to see this shit coming. Verse 8, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. So, hey, you spoil many nations, all these nations are going to spoil you. They're all going to fire their ICBMs on you. And Yahushua is going to come finish the job. Yahushua is going to do so much slaughtering of you Edomites. Hey, it compares it to, him having a garment that was stained in the wine press. All right, let me get this before I. Matter of fact, let me get this first. This is Obadiah chapter 1, and I'll start at verse 1. This is the vision that the sovereign Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai revealed to Obadiah concerning the land of Edom. And it's not the literal land where Petra is. No, it's Babylon the Great. This land here. This is where Edom is. This is Esau Edom's land. This is his main number one place. We have heard a message from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai that an ambassador was sent to the nations to say, get ready everyone. Let's assemble our armies and attack Edom. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai says to Edom, I will cut you down to size among the nations. And he's going to bring you down. Hey, you're being lowered and lowered every day. Hey, every day, hey, you call these other nations third world countries. Yes, you went and messed up all their stuff. Hey, every day, your cities are being reduced to third world countries. People all on the streets, drug addicts, a crime through the roof. Hey, your city, you're being brought down. Your military dwindling to where you're gonna have to enact a draft to get people to join, to where you had to allow the ABC groups in there, and still people aren't joining. Hey, your military, your country, everything is getting weak. You're being brought down. Verse 2 again, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai says to Edom, I will cut you down to size among the nations. And this is Obadiah in the NLT. I will cut you down to size among the nations. You will be greatly despised, and you are greatly despised all over the world. You have been deceived by your own pride, because you live in a rock fortress and make your home high in the mountains. So they live up in high places. He's living high up. He's in his heaven. He's way above everybody. He thinks he can never be defeated. Who can ever reach us way up here, you ask boastfully? But even if you soar as high as eagles and build your nest among the stars, giving you the symbolism. Rome has symbolic with the eagle. Babylon the Great has eagle symbolism, and the bald eagle, the bald eagle being the national animal, the national bird, and that's a very proud looking bird. It fits it. It fits Esau Edom. But even if you soar as high as eagles and build your nest among the stars, I will bring you crashing down, says Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to bring you all the way down to the ground, crashing down. Like Scripture says, like, I saw Satan. Oh. I was going to quote it, but I'd rather get it. This is Luke chapter 10 and verse 18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. So Satan, Shaitan, the adversary, this devil, falling from heaven like lightning, how quick you're going to come crashing down. This is Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 7 in the NLT. All your allies will turn against you. They will help to chase you from your land. They will promise you peace while plotting to deceive and destroy you. Your trusted friends will set traps for you, and you won't even know about it. So, hey, all your allies, everyone that you thought you were cool with, all them people that you got drunk, looked on their nakedness, took advantage of them, all your supposed friends, hey, they're all setting traps for you. They're all lying in wait for you. But you don't see it coming. You just think everybody's cool with you. You think everybody respects you and fears you or whatever. Nah, people ain't cool with you. People ain't with you. They deceiving you. But you're never gonna see, even though, hey, the men of the Lord are telling you right now that you're being deceived, that you're prideful, that you're gonna fall, that you're gonna have the worst ass whooping, the worst fall from glory. Your glory is shit, but the worst fall from heaven ever, the worst kingdom to ever come crashing down, you're still not going to believe it, even though we're telling you to your face. This is Isaiah chapter 63, and I'll start at verse 1, and this is in the NLT. Who is this who comes from Edom, from the city of Basra, with his clothes stained red? Which actually, let me get this in. I like it in the KJV. Isaiah 63 and verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak righteousness, mighty to save. And that's Yahushai. And he's coming in his glorious chariot, his beautiful chariot that he's coming in. And this here, he's coming from Basra, which is one of the cities in Edom, the capital of Edom. I think Petra was Slakia. But who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? So Yahushai, why are your garments red? Why are you so red? Which, hey, they're not literally gonna be red because he's gonna be in his chariot. He's not gonna have literal blood on him. This is Isaiah. This is Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. So this, Yahushai is not literally going to be coming down and slaying them with the sword, but in his chariot he will. This is Isaiah 63 and 2. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall sprinkle upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. So this is going into how much killing he's going to be doing, because he's going to be in a chariot. There's not going to be literal blood sprinkled on him, but just symbolizing how much blood he's going to be killing, how much blood he's going to be, how much killing he's going to be doing. Verse 4, for the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. So this is soon to come. This is what's on Yahushai's mind. This is what's on Yahushai's mind. Revelation chapter 1 and verse 7, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. So even those men that pierced Yahushai when he was on the cross, even those, they're going to see him. Telling you about reincarnation. Them people are back here today. Whoever they may be, they're going to see Yahushai return. And they're going to be trembling, because Yahushai is going to kill them. The only people that are going to be happy to see Yahushai are his elect, starting with the 144,000. Those are the only people that are going to be glad to see the chariots. And even then, we're still going to be trembling, still going to be terrified. Revelation chapter 1 and verse 7, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. So all the earth, everybody, all the kindreds of the earth, all the tribes of the earth, all the different nations, they're all going to be wailing because Yahushai is here. It's going to be the end of all these kingdoms. No other kingdom is going to rise up after this. This is 2 Ezra chapter 13 and verse 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, and he turned his countenance to look. All the things trembled that were seen under him. So this is speaking of Yahushai. He came up on a mountain, a great big mountain, which was a chariot, the fathership. He came up on a huge chariot. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven, for the four winds of the heaven, to subdue the man that came out of the earth. Slag it. Let me read that again. I'm going to start at verse 4. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. So showing you how powerful Yahushai is. Just his voice coming out, burning people up. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven, to subdue the man that came out of the sea. So this is during the time when World War III is going to be happening. Armageddon is going to be happening. All the troops are going to be gathered together. This is going to happen near. All the troops are going to be gathered near the Valley of Yehoshaphat. This is going to be happening around the same time. World War III. All these things are going to be popping off. The earth is going to be in total chaos when Yahushua returns. World War III is going to be going off. All these nations are going to be fighting against each other. When Yahushua returns, when he cracks the clouds, they're all going to stop fighting each other and fight Yahushua. Verse 5 again, after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, and flew upon it. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. So showing you how big Yahushua's chariot is. Because Ezra tried to see where the end of it was. He couldn't find it. And that's how big it was. This is how big Yahushua's chariot is going to be. And these other nations, they're going to try to fight him. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. So they were terrified. They were terrified. The so-called black man coming up on a chariot, a big UFO, a flying saucer, a UAP, coming up on this big mountain. And you being so scared to fight, but the Lord, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, puts the spirit on you to try to fight him anyway. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. So showing you again, going back to Isaiah 63, he had all this blood on his garment, but he's not literally down there fighting with the sword. Because it says here, he didn't lift up his hand, didn't lift up a sword or anything. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. So he sent out a blast from his chariot. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and the smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. So Yahushua completely burnt up all these armies. This great multitude, an innumerable number, he burnt them all up. Verse 12, afterward I saw the same man come down from the mountain, and call unto him another peaceable multitude, which is the elect. And there came much people unto him, wherefore some were glad, some were sorry, and some of them were bound, and others some brought of them that were offered. Then I was sick through great fear, and I awaked and said, Thou hast showed thy servant these wonders from the beginning, and hast counted me worthy that thou shouldest receive my prayer. But the point being is that he showed through taking out Esau, Edom, these great armies of the world, all this, and then showing his peaceable multitude, showing his mercy on his elect, because this is who Yahushua is coming to save. He's coming to destroy all the wicked and their armies to bring down their power, and he's saving his elect. But hey, I'm going to end it right there. Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, and peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect. Hey, Shalom.